Discover Hunter is a lot of fun. I don't usually play the same deck. I usually get quite bored of them, but this one, every game feels very different. The first game I've put on here, I put a little mulligan guide at the start, just because a few people asked what you look for in the opening hand. So I've tried do a little brief guide of decision making I make in the first game, and then the second game was a really difficult matchup, which kind of shows that even when you're in a difficult position with this deck, you can actually discover options or find lines of play to actually pull yourself back and win the game, which is what makes this deck really fun. It feels like you have a chance against every deck, but some decks are really difficult to manage, and I think finding the solutions for those those hard matchups is what makes Discover Hunter interesting and keeps me playing it. But don't worry, the next video I will have a different deck for you, so I don't want you to get bored of the same deck over and over again. And I'll see you probably with a wild deck next, and or start in similar ways. They're always very different, so I think that's what's kept me interested in this deck. I'm using this game as a way to teach you some mulligan strategies and stuff like that with this. So you can see I kept Scout in this instance. I usually keep Scout if I have a trackable card in my hand. So if my opening hand starts with like a track or a Birdwatch, then I'll keep Scout. Other than that, good cards to look for a Parrot Sanctuary and the legendary track card, Nally, whatever her name is. I can't remember what her bloody name is. Can't see the text. Early game track against a deck like this, this looks like aggro Demon Hunter. I basically took the pods, but normally you'd want to look for stuff for survival. So you want to look for alien encounters for taunts, or you could hit like a Grifter or a Mixologist off a track option. And yeah, the reason I run that card is the Draenei Discover package is so valuable that I'll run like a mediocre 2-drop to tutor them out. So that's the only reason I run one copy of that. I just think the package is so powerful it needs to be tutored as early as possible, and that is one way that I normally do it. So change of plan here. I was going to double pod, but now I actually go for the Mixologist because it's going to help me potentially control the board a bit. I was looking for 3 damage or 2 to wall or something like that. I don't get it, so I end up having to do something different. So I think I go for draw a card there and then just resurrect, I think. Yeah. Because I'm just looking to contest board. If I can't remove it, I'll contest it a little bit. I get triple pod, which is not horrible. In a lot of matches, triple pod is ideal. In this one, not so much, because I think Demon Hunter can play around it or ignore it or trade effectively into it. Especially if they're running some sort of aggro list, which I assume this is. When you get a bit of breathing room, then you go for like the triple pod. Typically, you want to like do triple pod when you have the option to find Squawk. Like if you have the option to find Squawk first, so say you can track Squawk on the previous turn, and then play pods, then you're able to set up a massive lethal board with that. 6 pods is usually enough to kill anyone, regardless of armor or health. What I'm thinking of doing here is looking for one of those key cards. So I'm choosing not to play the Scout here, I believe. I made a liar on me. I did play Scout. Oh, that's what I did. See, look at that. So many options. I hit the jackpot. See, this was a fun game because I've never had this before. Rude Awakening on Grifter lets the battle cries activate twice. That paired with Scout will give you 4 Grifter amulets. So you get 2 options. So it'll actually give you 4 amulets, but it'll be 2 of each. So it'll be like, it could be 2 steel cards, 2 6 damage cards, or vice versa. Or you could get 4 of the same if you get the same pick. But that's a crazy pick to get, because now I have Astral Vigilant to resummon my Scout. And then I can eventually get that as an option. So here I'm just going to play it by itself because I haven't got the mana to do that play yet. First option. Oh, the 2 good ones. You want steel and you also want -1. I actually picked -1 because I have so many like choices here to make. So -1 health, because I think it's like some sort of like pressure or aggro deck. I've got like the perfect setup now. So the reason that's so good, and the reason that you want a Grifter when you got a Pupil in hand, is because Pupil's able to duplicate these cards over and over again. That's why I run 2 of the Pupils, mainly for Grifter and sometimes for potions. But you can kind of see like the plethora of options that you get around mid game now. Like next turn is going to be very good because in my brain now, I'm thinking about the next turn. I'm not really paying attention to the opponent too much because I have 29 HP. I'm looking to do Scout, Tide Pupil, get Tide Pupil to give me -2 mana twice. Then I'm going to play one of them. I think I'm going to play one of them first. This is what I'm trying to run from, thinking through my head now, looking at this turn. And then I'm going to play Birdwatch, because that'll be 0 mana. Then I'll probably play a Pod out, and then I'll play Grifter. Well, I might play Grifter first. See what my options are. After my options reveal, I end up just winning the game on this turn. The opponent still sticks around, but I think it's essentially over. That's the nice thing about this deck. You're looking at your hand, you're like thinking, okay, I can do this, I can do this. If this happens, then I can do this. Which I don't think there's probably not many decks that are capable of plays like this. So I get the minus, I do 1. See the Birdwatch as 0, so I probably do the Birdwatch first. I can hit the Pupil again, because guess what? I've got options, -1. Now, I think, yeah, the correct play is to do Scout first. Not Scout, sorry, Grifter. 6 damage always, of course. It wouldn't be quite lethal yet, because I don't have the damage. But I figure I'll make this into a game where I steal everything off my opponent. So I'm actually able to take a copy, trade it into a 1, and then kill it. And then I'm able to take the other copy and kill it, because I made a bunch of my cards 0 mana, so it's pretty simple. That way, I actually resurrect pods off this. Obviously, I don't get the full plethora of pods. I only get 1 a pop, but what that's done is obviously denied my opponent from healing and dealing damage, which is which is like, it just makes this deck really, really fun. Like I could have maybe held out for 1 turn and then dealt 6 damage numerous times with the pods, with the Pupils, but this is more of a guarantee because it's completely denied the opponent's win condition, like to resurrect a bunch of those things. Whilst also, it also pushes my condition forward, because now I have 3 pods going in total, so there's 2 adding into that 1, and then I have another 2 in hand. Under, like I say, most circumstances, 5 or 6 is enough to kill an opponent off. Oh, he took 1. Very nice. And obviously, inside the Pupil is another 2 copies of Steel. Oh, Steel and Reduce 1. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, eh? Yeah, I took the Reduce. I guess that makes sense. Nothing ever costs mana again. A little bit of pod action and Incendious. This is a no way back kind of situation for the Death Knight, Demon Hunter. And the next one you're going to see is a normal match where I'm just normally talking through it, but it was the last match into the top 100 region, and it was really hard. It was a really difficult match to play. This game, I hope that helped a little bit with mulligan guides. I need to look back at activation order on it. If I play this, it gets leeched, and then I'm stuck. I have track inside this, so I can just play track by itself. Track fetch is good, because then I can play this and fetch. It also puts another spell in Tide for cheap. Yeah, take Dark Gift. Next time do this and this. And then this is active, and I can immediately pull a couple of tracks. Oh, I'm guaranteed to get the Legend track now. Tan looks good.
lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Oh, nearly clicked the wrong button there.
It's a trap!
How many tracks have I done? 3? Yeah. So my alien encounters after this is 1.
These could belong to a brand new species.
I could!
Okay, so it's 6 damage this game.
Hidden finding.
That was my only shot. So it's just basically, I just have to out damage through the ship, which is the other win con rather than stealing. No, tracking doesn't destroy anymore. You get to keep everything. Jesus, mate, 36 months. Welcome back, lad.
These could belong to a brand new species.
I found a sea urchin.
Hidden finding. Hidden finding.
Our souls are scattered. Our souls are scattered across the universe.
Alright, just gonna play this for value now. I need to draw... So I just need to draw biopods off the track. Just drop them. Get it up to 6. 6 is usually a good number against DK. 6 biopods, and then track the rest. Then track the rest of the combo stuff like Terra Scale. That's not good.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Shaking a stir.
Hidden finding. Hidden finding.
Oh, I lost there, yeah. I think that's the end. He just generated like 2 12. 12 and a 9, yeah, okay.
These could belong to a brand new species. Hidden finding.
I move quickly.
I found a sea urchin.
Hidden finding.
Literally banning everything away, yeah.
Found a sea urchin.
Hidden finding.
Thirsty for more?
Of all, like, the 9 drops you have to get, it was one that generated, like, 9 drop with 12, 18 split stats. There is... What's on the 9 drop slot? I actually don't know what the... I don't know if there's any weak 9 drops. I'll have to go in and check the lists to see. Wait, I have 10. Oh, I have 9 cards. Yeah, okay. Shot. I mean, alright, that's inoffensive. Alright, that's nice.
I grow weary.
No, don't go face. I think I'm gonna need to pick up Zill so I have like a little bit of time. Float. Deal free. No, I mean this resurrects a 6-drop, which could be worse than 6 damage. Okay. Ideally now I would get something like cube and then I could cube the starship piece. That would be great. I've actually managed to claw back. That's a weak 6-drop. I've managed to claw back quite a bit, yeah. I might have time to actually play Incendious. That's huge. No, it's so yeah, 12 times 6. I don't think it's enough to get through the board and this. 12. So what? 12. I get 12 times 12 times 3, right? Although with cube, I think you just have to do this. So you wanna set Incendious up so it's a clear shot. Only 3 of the damage though is hitting face.
Quickly.
But with this and Terror Scale, it would be lethal next turn. Because then you can launch Terror Scale, then cube, and then that's guaranteed. Only 3 of the attacks are likely going to hit face because he had 3 minions on board. He's only got 10 damage. I have plenty of health. DK has very little reach. I've actually managed to pull this back to a winnable state. Alright, now so I just have to rely on the cube. The cube still wins it. I just simply tap the Incendious, clear the board, and then cube him to death. He's out of rats. I don't think he can get away from this. My Incendious would need to kill everything. Which looks pretty likely now because he just traded into it. Ceaseless in a lot of games is not active. It would be active in this game, but if you drew it, you sit on it in hand for too long. There we go. I can't believe I won that. I actually got through that level of stats from the ship. I don't think you need Ceaseless. Like if you play it well enough and you just play the Incendious does way more than Ceaseless does, because the Incendious is dealing at a minimal 10 damage, clearing the board while dealing 10 damage, and then allowing you to go face. Woo! Eh?